Do 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 ah, do ah, do ah. Porch light midnight train. We were kids down at the summer fair, candy apples, dusty hair. You were laughing on the Ferris wheel with the moon caught in your hair. Every August when the midway closed, I'd be packing up again. You would walk me to the platform just to watch me board the train. Ticket in my shaking fingers, smoke was hanging in the night. You said, I'll be here when you need me, just look back and see my light. Porch light midnight train. When the whistle cries your name across the plain, if you see that little glow at the edge of our old lane, know my heart is waiting patient till you're in my arms again, guided home by that porch light midnight train. Porch light midnight train. All those letters with your careful hand crossed the miles between our towns. Folded corners, faded perfume, little hearts and scribbled vows. You said I'll be on the front step late just to hear that engine moan. If you ever feel too lonesome, let these words just lead you home. I would read them by my window as the night pressed on the glass. Heard the quiet rails and echo pulling me back to our past. Porch light midnight train. In the rustle of those pages I'd remain. I could almost hear you breathing through the paper and the rain. Every line became a promise, every stamp a silver chain, pulling me toward that porch light midnight train. Years roll by like passing car doors, but some things don't slip away. There's a suitcase by my bedside, and I'm leaving one more day. If the schedule keeps its rhythm, if the stars still know your name, I'll step down onto that platform looking for your light again. For that porch light midnight train, where you're waiting by the fence and the windows flame. I'll come walking down the gravel, call your name and drop my case. Feel your arms around me trembling, find my long lost resting place. If I ever start to wonder what can pull me through the pain, I just close my eyes and ride that porch light midnight train. Porch light midnight train. Porch light midnight train.
I still see us young and real under the Ferris wheel. You were standing by the tickets with your hands inside your coat. I was laughing with my girlfriends, trying hard not to take note. But the summer air was buzzing and the lights began to spin. And the moment that you caught my eye, the world came drifting in. Cotton candy on my fingers, music floating through the park. All the colors of the midway, waking up the coming dark. When you finally walked beside me, shy and quiet, trying to be cool, I could hear my heart beat louder than the old brass band at school. You said maybe we could ride it, just one turn, just you and me. And I said only if you promise I can see the whole town free. We were just two foolish dreamers with no maps and no idea how long we chased that first night's feel. Under the Ferris wheel where the sky came tumbling down, where you slipped your hand in mine above the lights of our small town. Every turn we took together wrote a promise we still keep. Under the Ferris wheel, love found us deep. Under the Ferris wheel where the music met the stars, where you whispered I'll be yours, like it was written in the cars. Now the years keep rolling onward, but I know what's always real. We're still that boy and girl under the Ferris wheel. Later on we drove in circles with the car radio turned low, dashboard glow across your knuckles, windows fog with falling snow. Every song became our memory, every mile another thread. We were weaving something golden out of all the words we said. On the nights you stayed out working just to keep our little place, I would watch that quiet porch light throwing halos on your face. Every time I heard your footsteps on the gravel up the hill, I could feel the fairgrounds calling, and my heart would answer still. You'd say, sorry I was late, love, but you know I had to try. And I hold you in the kitchen with the kettle humming by. All the simple, gentle moments that the world can't ever steal started in that spinning wheel. Under the Ferris wheel where the sky came tumbling down, where you slipped your hand in mine above the lights of our small town. Every turn we took together wrote a promise we still keep. Under the Ferris wheel, love found us deep. Under the Ferris wheel where the music met the stars, where you whispered I'll be yours, like it was written in the cars. Now the years keep rolling onward, but I know what's always real. We're still that boy and girl under the Ferris wheel. Now the fair comes back each August, and we sometimes take a ride with your silver in your hair. And all these years on either side, we don't scream like we did back then, we just smile and close our eyes. Let the cool night wind remind us how it felt to touch the skies. When we pass above our neighborhood and see our porch light glow, I can feel your fingers tighten like that first time long ago. And I whisper, no matter what the spinning world may do or say, every road I ever travel still begins back there that day. If the music ever fades and all the bright lights disappear, if the fair moves on to somewhere else and leaves our little pier, we'll still have that trembling moment when the world first stood so still, where my heart learned how to answer to your will. Let the wheel keep turning slowly in the corners of our mind. Let the car radio remember every chorus left behind. Every night our porch light flickers, it's the same soft shining seal that we learned to trust beneath that Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel where the sky came tumbling down, where you slipped your hand in mine above the lights of our small town. Every turn we took together wrote a promise we still keep. Under the Ferris wheel, love found us deep. Under the Ferris wheel, through the quiet tender years, through the bills and late night worries and the laughter and the tears. When I look into your eyes, love, after every spinning year, I still find that girl and boy under the Ferris wheel. Ooh. Still see how softly shines, I feel we're forever standing under the Ferris wheel. Little town bandstand on a Saturday night, neon letters in the window burning bright. You walked in shy with your collar just right, and my heart skipped twice by the jukebox light. Girls in ribbons, boys in borrowed ties, summer flicker in the firefly skies. You dropped a nickel and you caught my eye as that slow song started to rise. Yeah, hand was awkward, mine was shaking too. Your hand was awkward, mine was shaking too. We laughed softly as we found the groove. The world got quiet when I leaned on you, and the floor felt steady as we moved. Everyone around us faded out of sight. All I saw was you in that colored light. I heard you whisper almost out of fright. Darling, stay. Oh, darling, stay with me tonight by the jukebox light. You took my hand on the Saturday night while the needle played our favorite song. We swayed so slow, the world felt gone. Through every wrong and every right, I'm still yours by the jukebox light. Weeks rolled forward like the record spun. Every Friday when the work was done, we'd meet at the fair when the day was through. Cotton candy hands holding on to you. Ferris wheel turning in the twilight glow. Tiny houses looking small below. You said someday we'll have one of those, with that hopeful smile only I would know. You brushed my cheek with a careful touch, said I never knew I could feel this much. I heard the band start a tune we knew, and I promised all my life to you. By the jukebox light, by the jukebox light. You took my hand on that Saturday night while the needle played our favorite song. We swayed so slow, the world felt gone. Through every wrong and every right, I'm still yours by the jukebox light. Years kept turning like the records do, bills and babies and the paint we blew. Some nights tired and some nights tight, still we find each other in the kitchen light. Radio humming on the counter low, bare feet tracing where the shadows go. You'd pull me close in your work-worn shirt, say one more dance honey though my feet hurt. We've seen summers fade and winters stay. Watch the color in your hair turn gray. But every time the music starts to play, I'm that girl in blue on that first dance day. If the world forgets the songs we knew, if the neon letters all burn through, there's a little glowing place in my heart tonight where I'm forever turning toward your light. Light by the jukebox light, by the jukebox light. You took my hand and you held me tight, from that dusty hall to our porch at night. We've been swaying through the years just right. Through every wrong and every right, I'm still yours by the jukebox light. So when the evening settles soft and quiet, and the porch light hums in the velvet night, put on that record, hold me close, alright. We'll be young again by the jukebox light. Jukebox light.
neon glow on the wooden floor, nickel shining in my hand, jukebox humming by the door, bandstands in a one-man band. You walked in with your Sunday dress, shy smile, eyes on your shoes. I said, honey, can I pick a song and spin a little dream with you? Drop a coin and the record turned, sweet drums and a velvet bass. You leaned close as the chorus burned, and I saw forever in your face. Every time that needle fell, the whole world faded out. Just your heartbeat I could tell, louder than the crowd. Little jukebox love, spinning round for you and me. Every song we're dreaming of plays our own sweet melody. From that first small town dance hall night to the years that fit us like a glove. You're my always, you're my light, you're my little jukebox love. Summer came with the county fair, Ferris wheel in the purple sky, cotton candy in your laughing hands, moonlight in your eyes. Later on in my old used car, radio low, dashboard glow, you took my hand at the edge of town, whispered soft, don't let me go. Every mile the tires rolled on, fingers laced, just us two. Every quiet midnight song felt like it was made for you. Little jukebox love, spinning round for you and me. Every song we're dreaming of plays our own sweet melody. From that fair where the stars above turn the wheel of heaven slow enough. You're my always, you're my light, you're my little jukebox love. Hang on the living room wall, photos faded, frames worn thin, but the porch lights warm every evening still. Wait until you walk back in. I hear you humming in the kitchen late, soft as a distant drum, and my heart drops nickels into time for the girl I still call young. We've had stormy days and quiet tears, little fights we both outgrew, but like that jukebox through the years, every song leads back to you. So darling, when the night feels long and the world seems cold and rough, just remember we're another verse in a record made of love. Little jukebox love, spinning round for you and me. Every song we're dreaming of plays our own sweet melody. On the porch in the soft porch light, in my arms when the day's been tough. You're my always, you're my light, you're my little jukebox love. Yeah. Neon glow in my memory bright, old songs rising from above, till the final needle falls tonight. You'll be my little jukebox love. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Quiet house, ticking clock, one small light on over the sink. You hum along to a tune you know, while I just stand and think. There's a row of pictures on our old fridge door. Smiling faces from the years before. Little ticket stubs in a magnet's hole. From a summer night when we were bold. You're drying dishes with your sleeves rolled high. Steam on the window, stars in the sky. And in this moment, like a gentle wave, I hear the music from the old fair days. All these years have a way of flying, but in your eyes that girl's still shining. Every time the world feels big and strange, your hand in mine never seems to change. When the fair lights fade and the midway's closing, and the riverside wind grows cool and late. When the laughter falls like scattered roses, I still love you when the fair lights fade. When the fair lights fade and the night grows quiet, and the music drifts like a distant parade. When the crowds go home and the stars take over, I'm still yours when the fair lights fade. I remember walking by the evening stream, water catching every neon beam. You wore a ribbon in your dark brown hair, like a little banner for the fair. We shared cotton candy by the Ferris wheel. You said, is this really how love can feel? With every slow turn of that creaking ride, I felt forever standing by your side. You whispered low, if the lights go dim, promise my heart will stay with him. I took your hand and I softly swore, I'll love you when there's nothing shining anymore. When the fair lights fade and the midway's closing, and the riverside wind grows cool and late. When the laughter falls like scattered roses, I'll still love you when the fair lights fade. When the fair lights fade and the night grows quiet, and the music drifts like a distant parade. When the crowds go home and the stars take over, I'm still yours when the fair lights fade. Now it's just us in this kitchen glow, old clock ticking soft and slow. You pour me coffee in that chip blue cup, say we've had some turns but we're still showing up. There's a gentle dance in the way you move, a quiet rhythm only we can prove. We don't need rides or a carnival song. Your beating heart is where I belong. Someday our hair will all turn gray, and the town might change and the fair go away, but I'll keep your picture in my soul's deep frame. Every summer night I'll whisper your name. If our steps grow slow and our voices thin, sway in the kitchen where it all stayed in. 'Cause love's not just fireworks, bright and brave, it's holding you close when the fair lights fade. When the fair lights fade and the midway's closing, and the riverside wind grows cool and late. When the bright young days feel far behind us, I'll still love you when the fair lights fade. When the fair lights fade, let the world keep turning, let the music dim and the banners fray. I'll be by your side in this warm small light, still yours when the fair lights fade. Soft house sleeping, night half made, you in my arms, all debts repaid. Every day and every shade, I'll love you when the fair lights fade. Soft sax cry, low ray window, hands wrapped round a coffee cup, Streetlights on the glass were trembling like the words I'd bottled up.
Years had passed like turning pages since we walked that dusky shore. But one look across that cafe and my heart was yours once more.
I wondered if you'd feel it, if our memories still rhyme.
So I stepped in from the rainfall and said, we're late, but right on time.
Back to that riverside where the evening whispers low. Back to that riverside where our first sweet feelings grew and glowed.
If your hand is in my hand, we can turn back every tide.
I found my way back home tonight,
back to that riverside. You drove slow beneath the lamplights, car radio soft and warm. Every song felt like a letter that we never quite had formed.
I could see your face in flashes from the dashboard's gentle glow, and the road we thought had ended led us where we used to go.
I whispered, do you remember how the sky would close our eyes? You smiled and turned to water, said let's go see those same old skies.
Back to that riverside where the evening whispers low. Back to that riverside where our first sweet feelings grew and glowed.
If your hand is in my hand, we can turn back every tide.
I found my way back home tonight,
back to that riverside.
The path was damp with fallen leaves.
The dusk lay soft upon your coat.
We stood where we were young and shy,
with trembling hearts and tangled throats.
And now the years have drawn their circles
round the dreams we thought had died.
But they waited by the water for our footsteps side by side. Let the city keep on raining, let the windows fog and shine. There's a place the world can't follow, where your heart still answers mine. If tomorrow feels uncertain, if the night is deep and wide,
we'll just follow every raindrop back to that riverside.
Back to that riverside
where the evening whispers low.
Back to that riverside
where our older, truer hearts can show. If your hand is in my hand, I don't need a map or guide. I'm never really lost again. Back to that riverside.
Back to that riverside
with your head upon my chest.
Every wave that breaks in darkness
sings you've come home to your rest. If this moment is our answer to the tears we used to hide, I'll meet you every lifetime. Back to that riverside. Back to that riverside. Do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Back to that riverside. Under the fairy fields in love, the little lights begin to glow. walk along the slowly shining pier. The summer fair comes back around each year. The salt and sugar dancing in the air. The distant music of a halfway broken chair. Your jacket brushes softly against my hand. We leave 2 footprints in the moonlit sand. And every time the midway lights reveal, I see us standing under the Ferris wheel. Years have turned like tickets in my palm, but in your smile I still can feel that calm. And when the carousel begins to spin, it's like that very first night all over again. Under the Ferris wheel, hearts were learning how to feel. You were just a boy with pockets full of dreams. I was just a girl in a summer dress and jeans. Under the Ferris wheel, all the world turns soft and real. And every time the midway lights reveal, we're still in love under the Ferris wheel. I hear the barkers calling down the lane, the cotton candy melting in the rain. You held my coat and tried to hide your shake, while reaching for my fingers like your life was at stake. We rode up high until the town grew small. The sea became a silver-painted wall. You whispered, darling, promise you will stay. And all my careful answers slowly blew away. We found a little house not far from shore, with creaking stairs and a crooked kitchen door. The same soft light that spills across the floor feels like that fairground shining once more. Under the Ferris wheel, hearts were learning how to feel. You were just a boy with pockets full of dreams. I was just a girl in a summer dress and jeans. Under the Ferris wheel, all the world turned soft and real. And every time the midway lights reveal, we're still in love under the Ferris wheel. Now every night when all the world is still, and city noise lies sleeping on the hill, I watch you washing dishes by the sink. The kitchen light turns every tired plate to pink. You hum a tune that only we both know. I dry my hands and sway there slow to slow. And in your tired face from another busy day, I see that boy who took my breath away. Some folks say that summer love can't last, just a fleeting shadow from the past. But I have seen the years go rolling by, and still I catch the midway in your eyes. So when the fair comes drifting back to town, we'll walk the pier when all the sun goes down. And though our hair is touched with silver steel, we'll climb again under the Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel, time keeps turning like a reel. But every frame is filled with you and me, from seaside nights to quiet kitchen tea. Under the Ferris wheel, every promise feels so real. And if I live 100 years, I'll feel we first fell in love under the Ferris wheel. Under the Ferris wheel, where the lights turn round and heal. I'll hold your hand and know it's all still real. Forever love under the Ferris wheel. The ocean breeze is humming low. The little lights are dimming slow. But in my heart the music music always steals back to us under the Ferris wheel. Where the river softly smiles tonight, or under the Ferris wheel lights. Cotton candy clouds in the evening sky. You take my hand as people drift by. Music from the fair flows through the trees. Your whisper's warmer than the summer breeze. We stand in line like we did back then, two young hearts not knowing when those little sparks would turn so bright, like the wheel that's turning in the night. Years go by like boats along this stream, but somehow we're still living out that dream. Every time you pull me closer tight, I'm that girl from our very first night. Under the Ferris wheel lights, everything golden and right. Your arm around me, the river beside me, the world a carousel tonight. Under the Ferris wheel lights, time turns soft and quiet. In your gentle eyes, I see my whole life under the Ferris wheel lights. In my drawer I keep those folded notes, your shaky lines, the words you wrote. Meet me by the river just past 8. I'll be the boy who's trying not to be late. You brought wildflowers in your Sunday shirt. We laughed so hard our sides would hurt, then rode that wheel to touch the sky. You swore you'd never say goodbye. We built our days on little things like these: kitchen dances, coffee, autumn leaves. But when the world feels far and wide, I still find my way back to your side. Under the Ferris wheel lights, everything golden and right. Your arm around me, the river beside me, the world a carousel tonight. Under the Ferris wheel lights, time turns soft and quiet. In your gentle eyes, I see my whole life under the Ferris wheel lights. Now there's silver shining in your hair. Lines of laughter say that we've been there. We watch the children running through the dark and hear our echo in their beating hearts. Though seasons change and things can fade, we're still the wish that young hearts made. Still that promise, hand in hand, spinning over this little town's land. Hold me close while the night wind sighs. Let the wheel keep painting circles in the sky. If all we have is this simple view, then all I want is this life with you. From riverside dust to quiet home nights, from ink on paper to these soft lights, every road that led me here feels right. Standing in your arms tonight, under the Ferris wheel lights, everything gold first page, 2 hearts, learning how to write under the Ferris wheel. Lights, I'll choose you every time. With your hand in mine, the years fall behind under the Ferris wheel lights. Where the river softly smiles tonight, I'm still your girl in the fading light. As long as love keeps burning this bright, we'll be under the Ferris wheel lights. Spinning round, Friday night hearts in a little hometown. You were leaning by the jukebox, hands in your coat. That slow song started and it caught in my throat. Colored little bows made a halo in your hair. You smiled at me like I'd always been there. You said, may I have this dance tonight? And the room turned warm in the neon light. Every step we took on that worn out floor felt like something I've been waiting for. The band played quiet in the corner of the hall. Chaperones talking by the wall. I heard the future in the way you sighed, like the whole wide world was on our side. Under the jukebox light with your arms round me, the world grew small as it could be. Just you and I and that sweet old song spinning so slow as the night moved on. If I could live my life again tonight, I'd find you there. Under the jukebox light. Later in your old car, dashboard glowing low, radio humming something soft and slow. We drove past fields where the crickets sang. Every word you whispered made my heart ring. You stopped by the river where the sky turned blue, dusk hanging quiet on the water's view. You traced a promise on my trembling hand, said I'll be yours as long as I can stand. The windows fogged with every breath we shared. We laughed about how much we cared. I felt tomorrow written in your eyes, like a gentle sunrise in disguise. Under the jukebox light with your arms round me, the world grew small as it could be. Just you and I and that sweet old song spinning so slow as the night moved on. If I could live my life again tonight, I'd find you there. Under the jukebox light. Years rolled on like the records we played, needles and nights and the memories made. Summer fairs and Ferris wheels up high, your hand in mine against the sky. Now when the house is quiet and the kids all sleep, you pull me close in the kitchen deep. We sway to a tune only we can hear, and I'm right back there the first time you drew near. Under the jukebox light in my heart, it's clear I'm still that girl when you draw me near. Just you and I and that sweet old song, loving this way our whole life long. If I could choose this love a second time, I'd meet you there where our stars aligned. Every night my heart still shines so bright, like that first slow dance under the jukebox light. Soft shoes on the floor, shadows holding tight. I'll dance with you beyond the night. Wherever we go, whatever we do, that jukebox glow will lead me back to you. Under the jukebox light, under the jukebox light, under the jukebox light, under
Rain on the pavement, soft and slow, street lights painting silver glow. Two shadows waiting at the light, crossing back into the night.
I saw your face behind the glass. Cafe window, years had passed. You looked up as the thunder rolled. Same shy smile I used to hold.
Stepped outside, you pulled your coat. Raindrops on your pretty throat. I raised my hand without a word, and this is what you heard.
Darling, it's been such a long, long time.
But some things never change. If you don't mind this heart of mine,
Coming from the rain,
under the same umbrella, we're standing close again. Every drop that falls above sings like an old refrain. Under the same umbrella, the city fades to blue, and all the years between us fall softly into you.
I kept your letters in a drawer, folded corners, nothing more. Lines of ink and promises, lonely nights and gentle kisses.
By the river we would walk at dusk, hands in pockets, dreams in trust. I moved on, but when I'd read your name, the river
sang the same. Funny how a sudden storm can find
the place where we once stood. I never thought that heart of mine would beat like this again, for good. Under the same umbrella, we're standing close again. Every drop that falls above sings like an old refrain. Under the same umbrella, the past feels fresh and new, and all the years between us fall softly into you.
Let's take the long way by the stream,
past the bridge of every dream.
hear the water whisper low, telling us to take it slow.
We talk of where the time has gone,
Of roads we took along,
yet here we are just side by side,
like we were all alone.
maybe we were never meant to close that open door.
Maybe all the miles we walked were circling back for more.
If tomorrow morning sun finds our rain-wet footsteps true,
I'll hold this fragile second chance like I once held you.
under the same umbrella, our hearts keep perfect time. Every raindrop in the dark rings like a tender chime. Under the same umbrella, I see my life with you, and all the lonely seasons wash quietly into blue. So let the skies be stormy, love. We'll share what weather comes under the same umbrella now. We're finally back as one.
Raindrops on the sidewalk, neon in a line.
Footsteps in the puddles, keeping time with mine.
City humming softly like a distant train, and somewhere love is waiting in the silver rain.
I saw you on the corner with your coat pulled tight, street lamp halo shining in the misty light.
You smiled a little shy buses passed like you were made of yesterday and made to last.
You offered me your umbrella when the sky broke through. Said there's room for someone else if that someone's you.
We walked a block in silence, all the world turned gray, but something warm and steady found its start that day. Every drop above our heads beat like words we'd never said. Side by side, no need to explain, just two hearts in the rain. Two hearts in the rain.
Walking slow, walking close,
sharing little stories that we never told to most. Your hand brushed mine and I knew right then I'd never want to walk alone again. Let the world rush by down every crowded lane. It's only you and me, two hearts in the rain. We found a little cafe with a fogged up pane, candles on the tables, faces blurred by rain.
you folded up your umbrella by the wooden door and shook the weather from your sleeves across the floor.
We talked of favorite records and the dreams we chase, how sometimes life runs circles but returns to place.
You laughed about the letters that you never sent.
I promised I would write you, not just as a friend.
On the glass the raindrops drew a tiny rose that led to you. Every line spelled out your name. Just two hearts in the rain. Two hearts in the rain. Slowly swaying in our chairs
to a jukebox in the corner, playing old love airs. Your eyes met mine and the night grew still, like the world was waiting for our will. Let the thunder roll and the winds complain. We'll whisper over coffee, two hearts in the rain.
Now evenings find me walking where we first once met,
carrying your letters in my coat still faintly wet, ink a little faded where the teardrops fell, words about forever that you chose to tell. And I wait by the window when the clouds come in, listening for your footsteps and the soft door spin.
the porch light through the curtains paints a golden chain,
leading you back home to me through every lane. Some loves flash like summer lightning, gone as soon as born.
some loves grow like flowers finding cracks in stone and storm.
Ours began so quietly on an ordinary street. Now every stormy evening is a chance to meet.
If the days grow harder and the skies turn cold and gray,
I'll be there beside you and the clouds won't go away.
we'll hold each other closer till the sun breaks through again.
Still walking hand in hand, like two hearts in the rain.
Two hearts in the rain, let it fall where it may.
We'll be dancing down the sidewalks at the close of day, your cheek to mine and the world fades out, till the only sound is our steady doubt, turning into promise on the soft refrain. I'll love you all my life. Two hearts in the rain.
Two hearts in the rain.
When we're silver and slow,
We'll remember how a bar umbrella made it so.
and if we're ever lost, we'll find our way again, back to that
footsteps in my hallway, nothing feels the same.
Every time the clouds roll in, I'm glad they came, for they carried you to me. Two hearts in the rain. Cotton candy sky, carousel lights. Your hand found mine on those summer nights. You met me at the edge of the summer fair, ticket in your pocket, breeze in your hair. You said let's ride before the night turns late. I laughed and stumbled through the painted gate. We climbed up high where all the town turned small. The fairground music, just a distant call. Your nervous smile underneath the neon steel. My heart stayed hanging by the Ferris wheel. I didn't know what forever could be till I saw tomorrow when you looked at me. Every light above us seemed to softly say, hold on to this, don't let it slip away. By the Ferris wheel where it all began, with your trembling heart and my shaking head, spinning around in circles over fields and town, never wanting that car to touch the ground. By the Ferris wheel under summer skies, I first saw whole life in your eyes. All the roads we'd wander, all the love we'd feel, started in your arms by the Ferris wheel. We drove out later to the riverside, radio glowing on the midnight ride. Your jacket around my shoulders in the cooling air. We skipped small stones like every wish was there. The water shimmered in a silver line. The night wind tangled all your fingers in mine. You hummed our song at the edge of the field, still that same girl from the Ferris wheel. I didn't know how the years would fly, how 1,000 sunsets could all drift by, but each soft moment that the dusk revealed traced back to that night by the Ferris wheel. By the Ferris wheel where it all began, with your trembling heart and my shaking head, spinning around in circles over fields and town, never wanting that car to touch the ground. By the Ferris wheel under summer skies, I first saw our whole life in your eyes. All the roads we'd wander, all the love we'd feel, started in your arms by the Ferris wheel. Now there's a shoebox underneath our bed, full of faded letters that we once read. Snaps of laughing faces, ribbons, ticket stubs, little paper echoes of our early love. Sometimes on an evening when the sky turns gold, we take them out and let the story unfold. You kiss my cheek and say, it's all so real. Every page still smells like the Ferris wheel. Maybe someday when our hair turns gray, we'll find that fair at the end of May. Walk past the prizes and the spinning lights, chasing down the ghosts of our first nights. We'll climb again to the topmost seat, hear our hearts keep time with the turning beat. You'll take my hand and softly whisper still, baby, close your eyes. We're by the Ferris wheel, by the Ferris wheel where it all began. Still your faithful girl, still your steady man, spinning through the seasons, through the joy and tears, holding on together all these years. By the Ferris wheel as the night grows long, every gentle promise became our song. Every road we traveled, every dream made real, started in your arms by the Ferris wheel. When the midway stays quiet and the lights all fade. Love keeps turning in the vows we made. Close your eyes and feel what I still feel. We're forever young by the Ferris wheel.
Soft rain on the rails tonight. There was rain on all the sidewalks, shining silver in the night. You were waiting by the timetable board, haloed in the light. I came running down the staircase, suitcase knocking at my knee. You held up that little umbrella and made some room for me. We were pressed into each other while the platform shivered cold. All the loudspeakers were crackling out the cities in bold. You were tracing tiny circles on the mist upon my coat. When they called my train, my heart jumped right into my throat. You whispered, promise you'll come back. I said, my love, I'm on that track. Every raindrop, every sigh fell between your hand and mine. Rain at platform 2. Every goodbye fell softer next to you. Holding you close while the engines blew, losing my heart in the gray and the blue. Every time I dream of you, I'm standing in the rain at platform 2. Now I'm driving through the midnight with the radio turned low. Red taillights fade like memories in the dashboard glow. There's a song about a lover waiting under cloudy skies, and I see you like a picture when I close my eyes. By the station there's a cafe with the windows fogged and warm. I pulled over just to watch the people shelter from the storm. And each stranger with a suitcase, I keep searching for your face. Every drop upon the glass keeps drumming out your name. I whisper, promise I'll return, the way you did when my heart burned. Through the distance, through the years, I still hear your voice so clear. Rain at platform 2. Every goodbye fell softer next to you. Holding you close while the engines blew, losing my heart in the gray and the blue. Every time I dream of you, I'm standing in the rain at platform 2. There's a ticket in my pocket for the first train home at dawn, and a letter that I never mailed, the ink a little worn. I'll be waiting by the timetable just the way you used to stand, with an umbrella in my fingers, hoping you'll reach for my hand. If you step out from that carriage with your suitcase by your side, I will meet you like the first time on that rainy winter night. No more leaving, no more distance, no more nights of driving through, just the sound of gentle showers and my arms around you. Let the whistles echo down the line. Let the raindrops keep the perfect time. If the world keeps pulling us apart, I'll hold the station inside my heart. Every train that passes through brings me one stop closer back to you. Rain at platform 2, I'll be the shadow reaching out for you. One more embrace as the morning breaks through, promises shining in silver and blue. When my traveling days are through, I'll meet you in the rain at platform 2. I'll find my way to you in the gentle rain at platform 2. Soft rain on the rails tonight. Soft rain on the rails tonight.
Streetlights on the corner, shining soft and low. Puddles hold the memories of long ago. I called you from a cafe by the station down the hill. Said I'm back in town if you got time to fill. You paused a breath and whispered, I still know your name. And every empty evening suddenly felt the same. You said, where do we start? After all these years, I heard the echo of our laughter through my hidden fears. I said, if you still wanna try again, my friend, meet me in the rain where it all could mend.
Hold your coat up high,
Bring that old umbrella.
walk the way you walk.
When I was just your fella,
Let the city water
wash away the pain. Baby, meet me in the rain. Oh, meet me in the rain
on the old brick street,
where the headlights shimmer
at
at
our dancing feet.
Let the world fade out in the window pane. Baby, meet me in the rain.
We'll forgive the nights
That we spent apart.
every stubborn heart.
If you still feel something you can't explain, baby, meet me
in the rain.
You came around the corner with your collar turned up tight, umbrella like a halo in the silver light. The raindrops on your lashes, I could see them shine, like we were 20 again, your hand back into mine. We passed the small town dance hall with the jukebox glow, where we spun in circles on that night long ago. Through the fogged up glass, I heard a distant song. Every step beside you said we still belong.
Do you ever think
Said I hear it every time the clouds collide, the rhythm of the raindrops calling out your name, saying turn around, love, it's not too late to change. Meet me in the rain,
on the old brick street,
where the headlights shimmer
at our dancing feet.
let the world fade out in the window pane. Baby, meet me in the rain.
We'll forgive the nights
that we spend apart.
every stubborn heart.
If you still feel something you can't explain, baby, meet me
in the rain.
We walked you home in silence till your house came into view. That little porch light burning like it waited too. I'd watched it once grow smaller when I drove away. Now it wrapped around us like a warm bouquet. You turned the key and lingered in the doorway's glow. Said I thought I lost you many years ago. I brushed a raindrop gently from your trembling chin, whispered if you'll still have me, let me back inside again. Let the sky cry, oh, everything we've done. Let the storm roll through till the hurt is gone. We can sway like shadows in a soft refrain, just a boy and girl in an older frame. If tomorrow finds us on this street once more, we'll be standing closer than we did before. Every drop that falls will spell your name, every heartbeat singing the same refrain. Meet me in the rain,
Don't be afraid,
we can wash away
every old mistake.
let the past slip off like a window stain. Baby, meet me in the rain.
Hold me in the dark
Till the clouds roll
we'll
by
be side by side.
under one wide sky. If you still believe love can rise again, meet me in the rain. Meet me in the rain. Do you remember, darling, our street in the rain?
I saw you standing by the traffic light, collar turned up to the silver night.
I almost turned and walked the other way, heart not sure what it wanted to say.
Then you smiled beneath your umbrella shade, raindrops dancing on the plans we made.
You said it's been so long, how have you been? And all at once the years fell paper thin. The city blurred
Like tears on glass,
but something in your eyes pulled me back to the past.
the street in the rain,
Where the lights blur gold and blue, every step leads me back to you.
our street in the rain.
With your hand in mine again, I remember who we've been. When the world feels strange and far away,
I find my heart again
on our street in the rain.
We found a window in a corner cafe.
saxophone soft from a radio glow, tracing old songs that we used to know.
You stirred your coffee like you used to do, hands still shaking when you looked at me too.
I said I tried to love, but it felt untrue. Every road, every song led back to you.
The raindrops wrote our names in lines on the pane like all I have forgotten signs.
Our street in the rain, where the lights blur gold and blue. Every step leads me back to you. Our street in the rain, with your hand in mine again. I remember who we've been when the world feels strange and far away. I find my heart again on our street in the rain.
I drove you home past the midnight store,
Dashboard glowing like it did before.
we let the car radio play it slow.
Some old soul tune from years ago.
You traced a circle on the window pane.
I whispered maybe we could try again.
The wipers kept the time, the city side,
And we just let the silence be our guide. In your kitchen now with the small light on, all the hurt between us almost gone.
you touched my face like a fragile glass.
Saying let's stop running from our past.
We can't go back, but we can start anew. With every drop that falls, I choose you. If love's a road that bends and breaks, tonight we're finding what it takes. Our street in the rain, where the nights roll you and me in reflections only we could see. Our street in the rain, now your heart is close again. I remember who we've been when the dark feels deep and cold and strange. I come home once again to our street in the rain.
So when the storm comes around someday,
We'll meet where it began, that way, side by side, hand in hand again, on our street in the rain. On our street in the rain. Ooh, on our street in the rain.
there's a whistle in the distance, soft and low, and the river in the twilight seems to glow. I still see you standing by the track that night, little brown suitcase held in your hand so tight. They called out your number through the station air, and I tried to smile like I didn't care. You said, don't you worry, it's just for a while. I'll send you a postcard with a borrowed smile. But the door slid closed with a shuddering sound, and my heart stayed here as the wheels roll around. We were young and sure that time would bend. Didn't know how far that line would send. Every dream we'd drawn together in ink, farther than we'd ever think. The train and the river took you far from me.
Steel against you for fun.
Steel against the water in my memory.
Smoke in the night.
Smoke in the night, and a silver stream
Carrying you far.
carrying you farther than our small town dream. The train and the river, they both run on.
One to the dawn.
One to the dawn, and one to the one.
One to the dawn.
And I stand here watching where they used to meet. Your goodbye echoing under my feet. Now I walk that riverside at evening's fall. Watch the soft reflections dance along the wall. Sometimes in the current I can see your face, shining like a promise I can't replace. There's a distant rumble on the iron bridge, like a broken heartbeat on a rusted ridge. I close my eyes and I can almost feel your hand in mine as the shadows kneel. I have sent my letters to the great unknown, every careful line in a tender tone. Maybe in some city when the day is through, you hear a whistle and you think of me too. Oh, the train and the river took you far from me.
Stealing against the water.
Steel against the water in my memory.
Smoke in the night.
Smoke in the night, and a silver stream
Carrying you farther.
carrying you farther than our small town dream. The train and the river, they both run on.
One to the dawn.
And one to the dawn, and one to the dawn.
One to the dawn.
And I stand here watching where they used to meet. Your goodbye echoing under my feet.
One to the
In my little kitchen with the ticking clock, I can hear your laughter in the kettle's talk. Under one bare bowl and the evening news, I pour one cup of coffee like I used to do for two. Sometimes I rise when the house is still, lean on the window by the windowsill. If I see a shimmer on the midnight glass, I pretend it's your shadow coming up the grass. So the train and the river drew their lines so wide, but they can't erase what you left inside. Every low long whistle in the winter air feels like a soft confession that you still care. The train and the river may keep us apart, but they can't change the map of my faithful heart. If I stand here waiting till my days are through, I'll be where the river bends, thinking of you. There's a whistle in the distance, soft and low, and the river keeps on moving where our dreams still flow. carry all my longing, all my love to you. Our song on the radio. Rain is dancing down the city glass. Streetlights shimmer as the taxis pass. Wipers keeping time in soft, slow sway, while the world around just fades away. Then I hear that gentle opening line, like the night we said your hand was mine. Through the static and the midnight glow, there you are in every note I know. And the lamplight on the pavement starts to shine, like the night you slipped your arm through mine. Our song on the radio takes me where the falling raindrops go, back to when we walked so warm and slow, under one umbrella, whispering we'll never let this go. In our song on the radio. I remember at the station gate, train was sighing like it couldn't wait. You were hiding tears behind a smile, saying write me every little while. I pretended I was feeling brave, but my heart was learning how to ache. As the whistle drew you down the track, you said, promise me you'll bring me back. Now the rhythm of the wheels is in this tune, every note a promise, see you soon. Our song on the radio takes me where the burning signals glow, back beside that lonely platform row, when you turned and waved me through the window in the twilight low. I still see you every time, I know it's our song on the radio. There are letters in a wooden drawer, folded corners I have read before, all your careful lines in fading blue, saying close your eyes, I'm there with you. So I drive these rainy streets at night, dashboard humming in a tender light, till the day you're sitting by my side, singing harmony on this same ride. If the wires go quiet and the stations all fall mute, I will hum that little melody and feel your truth Every chorus is a doorway where our memories meet. Every lonely mile draws you closer to my seat. Our song on the radio turns this empty car into a glow. Through the dark I hear you soft and low, saying, love, I'm with you, every mile and every road. You know till you're here and I can hold you close in our song on the radio. Our song on the radio. Our song on the radio.
Under a jukebox light in the summer air, painting colors in your dark brown hair. You were standing by the old fair gate, like you weren't quite sure if you should stay that late. Down the road, the little dance hall glowed, windows shining on the gravel road. You said they finished with the band tonight, but there's a jukebox humming if we get there in time. You dropped a nickel in and chose our song. My heartbeat started singing right along. And in that small town room it felt so right when you pulled me close and we swayed under the jukebox light. We found our two hearts move just right. Soft steps on a worn wood floor. I wasn't lonely anymore under the jukebox light. Your hand fit gentle into mine. Every song we heard that night still shines under the jukebox light. Saturday nights turned into borrowed years. We shared paychecks and we shared our fears. From the factory gate to the grocery line, we were growing up on nickels, love and time. There were baby shoes by the kitchen door, little crayons on the checkered floor. But when the house fell quiet after 9, you'd say, put on your coat, the night is doing fine. And we'd drive back down that same old gravel road, see the hall still standing like it always stood. And even when the crowd was thin some nights, all we needed was that under the jukebox light, we'd steal another slow midnight. Bills and worries left outside, just your heartbeat next to mine. Under the jukebox light, we were young and doing fine. Every care slipped out of sight while we swayed under the jukebox light. One year the posters faded off the wall. They shut the doors and emptied out the hall. But we saved our pennies till the day they rolled that old jukebox our way. Now it's humming in the corner by the stairs, right between the pantry and the chairs. And when the porch light's burning soft and low, you still take my hand and whisper, baby, let's go. The children's pictures left the fridge last fall. They've got front doors and families of their own to call. But here we are in our worn out shoes, still slow dancing like we've got nothing to lose. You dim the kitchen light till it's just a glow, drop in a coin and let the old tune flow. And with your cheek resting easy against mine, every wrinkle feels like proof that love takes time. Under the jukebox light in our little kitchen late at night, all the years that flew on by turned to sparks in your brown eyes. Under the jukebox light, I am still your Valentine. I'll keep holding you so tight as long as there's a jukebox light. As long as there's a jukebox light.
Streetlights blur on the window pane. Your name is written in the rain. There's a little corner table by the cafe door, steam on the glass, raindrops on the floor. I unfold your letters one by one, ink a little faded from the city sun. Every line you wrote still sounds like spring, soft as a tune that the night might sing. I trace your words with a shaking hand, feeling you close in this quiet land. Outside umbrellas drift like ghosts down the street. Inside your memory takes my seat. I hear your laughter whisper low, like a distant song on the radio. Letters in the rain, your words don't wash away. Every I miss you finds me night and day. Even when the world turns gray and cold again, I still believe in love and letters in the rain. I see the station like it was last year, the echo of the whistle still in my ear. You held your suitcase, tried not to cry, said, "Write me, darling, don't let this goodbye." The train pulled out through the silver mist. I felt your promise in that final kiss. Now every drop on this midnight glass like a moment we let pass. I fold your pages to my heart like a prayer, hoping the miles will lead you back here. I close my eyes and I can see you running through the rain to me. Letters in the rain, your words don't wash away. Every I miss you finds me night and day. Even when the world turns gray and cold again, I still believe in love and letters in the rain. Someday the clouds will break and clear. Someday that knocking on my door will be you, my dear. We'll walk those shining streets again, share one small umbrella, not just paper and pen. And in the hush of the kitchen light, we'll spread these letters on the table at night, smiling at the tears we knew, reading how we waited and we made it through. Letters in the rain, they carried us this far. Every lonely night beneath the same old star. Even when the storms rolled in and hearts felt strained, we held on tight through love and letters in the rain. Letters in the rain, I'll write you one more line. Come home, my darling, and forever be mine. When you're in my arms, I'll softly whisper your name, and we'll laugh about the nights of letters in the rain. Streetlights fade, but the feeling stays. Your words keep shining through these rainy days, till you're here again, and I can finally explain how you lived inside my heart in letters in the rain.
There's a record softly turning in this little room tonight,
And the world outside our window fades into the city lights.
Do you remember when we met by the old park bandstand? You were tracing little circles with your finger in the sand, your sweater on your shoulders, dusk was slipping down. I was just a nervous boy from the other side of town.
A radio on a blanket played a gentle tune, and the lamppost by the walkway flickered like the moon. You asked if you could walk me home before it got too late. I said only if you promise that my hand is safe to take.
We didn't have much money, didn't have much time, but the way you looked at me could make the whole world shine. Every little heartbeat said we both belong to 2 cups and a song.
2 cups and a song at the end of the day.
Just you in the lamplight,
all my worries fade away.
we don't need a palace or a crowd to sing along. All we really need is 2 cups and a song.
2 cups and a song, and your hand in mine.
The kettle's little whistle,
Keeping easy time.
if the years keep rolling, we'll keep holding on. Meeting every evening with 2 cups and a song. Now we've got a little place up on the 2nd floor, with a creaky set of stairs and a crooked kitchen door. Coats upon the hallway peg, shoes beside the wall, bills upon the table, pictures in the hall.
I hear your key at twilight, and my heart still starts to race. You set your bag down softly, and I see it in your face. You say, it's been a long one.
And I put the kettle on, you reach to drop the needle, let it find our favorite song. We've seen winter windows, we've seen summer heat, we've danced around the laundry with bare and sleepy feet. Every little evening when the day feels long, we come back where we started. 2 cups and a song.
2 cups and a song at the end of the day.
Just you in the lamplight,
All my worries fade away.
we don't need a palace or a crowd to sing along. All we really need is 2 cups and a song.
2 cups and a song, and your hand in mine.
The kettle's little whistle,
Keeping easy time.
if the years keep rolling, we'll keep holding on. Meeting every evening with 2 cups and a song. There were days we almost stumbled, days we nearly broke, when the only thing that held us was a quiet word you spoke.
There were nights you sat beside me when the world felt wrong.
Turn the volume up on some sweet old song, and in that tiny corner, by the table and the chair, we built a little lifetime out of music in the air. If they ask us what we needed just to get this far, we'll say nothing but a kettle and a worn-out star guitar.
2 cups and a song as the years drift by.
Your reflection in the window,
Silver in your eyes.
we don't need tomorrow to be anything but strong. If we can end our evenings with 2 cups and a song.
2 cups and a song, let the record play.
We'll sway in the doorway at the close of day,
When our hair turns silver and the nights grow long.
we'll still be here together with 2 cups and a song.
So put the daylight fade.
How cue that little record, hear the serenade.
In this small warm circle where our hearts belong,
We'll always find each other with 2 cups and a song.
Streetlights blur along the window pane. Your name in my hands, my heart in the rain. I still remember how the platform shined when the clouds rolled in and you crossed that line. Ticket in your hand, suitcase by your side, trying not to cry as we said goodbye. You smiled through the steam from the evening train, said I'll write you soon, don't forget my name. We stood so close under one small blue umbrella. You whisper, wait for me, my fella. Now every drop on this old cafe glass feels like the hours that slowly pass, and every letter in your fragile hand keeps pulling me across the miles of land. All these letters in the rain carry every word your heart can't say. Ink is running but the meaning stays. I keep reading till the night fades away, till you're in my arms again. I'll be holding on to letters in the rain. I take your pages to the same cafe where we used to hide on those cold gray days. Watch the people hurry through the city storm, thinking of your hands keeping my heart warm. You tell me stories of the streets you roam, how you're chasing dreams far away from home. Ooh. You're right, my darling, don't you be afraid. Every mile between us is a promise made. The waiter smiles as he fills my cup, said another night you're not giving up. He doesn't know how your gentle lines turn this lonely corner into summertime. All these letters in the rain carry every word your heart can't say. Ink is running but the meaning stays. I keep reading till the night fades away, till you're in my arms again. I'll be holding on to letters in the rain. Sometimes I walk where the streetcars sigh, past the station where we said goodbye. I trace our footsteps in the puddled light and feel you walking with me through the night. I hear the echo of your laughing tone, like you're calling softly on the telephone. But it's just the memory of your sweet refrain, singing through these letters in the rain. One of these mornings when the sky is gray, I'll see you stepping through the mist my way. Umbrella tilted as you run to me, droplets shining like a silver sea. We'll go back inside our corner chair, lay your letters on the table there, and you'll say, baby, we made it through every single rain
raindrop led me back to you. All these letters in the rain kept your heartbeat whispering my name. Storms were heavy, but our love remained. Every teardrop washed away the pain. Now you're in my arms again. No more waiting on a midnight train. We'll remember how we faced the pain. Smiling, holding letters in the rain. Streetlights fade and the night grows thin. You close the door and the warmth comes in. But on the shelf in a simple glass frame rest our letters that once lived in the rain.
Tickets in my pocket feel warm in my hand tonight, and your shadow's walking toward me in the neon light. You're waiting on the corner where the sidewalk bends, hands in your jacket that shy smile again. You say they're changing all the posters on the silver screen, but you're still the prettiest thing I've ever seen. We passed the little bakery with the window closed, smell of sugar on the evening slow. You asked, are you ready for another show? I say anywhere with you is where I wanna go. We don't have diamonds, we don't have cars, but we've got our footsteps and a handful of stars. Every Friday evening when the street feels right, we're heading for our little movie night. Our little movie night, just you and me under that old marquee, shining soft and sweet. We don't need a crowd or a fancy place so bright, just your hand in mine for our little movie night. Our little movie night in the velvet dark, sharing all our secrets like a spark to a spark. If tomorrow's unsure and the world's too wide, I'll still be safe at our little movie night. We sit up in the balcony where the lights are low, hear the hush of all the hearts in the rows below. You slide the popcorn closer with a crooked grin, like you're asking if you're welcome to come further in. On the silver curtain, lovers hold on tight, black and white kisses in the flickering light. I feel your shoulder brushing gentle against mine, and the whole white story falls into one line. Now when the credits roll and the trumpets play, we take the long way home just to stretch the day. Every little breeze and every passing light feels like a chorus to our movie night. Our little movie night, just you and me under that old marquee, shining soft and sweet. We don't need a crowd or a fancy place so bright, just your hand in mine for our little movie night. Our little movie night in the velvet streets by the narrow lane, where the rooftop clotheslines sway like a quiet chain. You say one day, honey, when the time is true, maybe every night will feel like this with you. We stop on a little bridge over the town canal, moonlight on the water like a silver cabaret hall. You whisper, I don't need the big bright signs if you'll keep walking right here by my side. Our little movie night as the years go on, when the newest stars have come and gone, we'll still find that marquee in our hearts so bright, lighting up the dark for our little movie night. Our little movie night, when our hair turns gray, we'll remember every Friday like a holiday. If the world keeps changing and we hold on tight, we'll stay in love with our little movie night. So meet me on the corner when the day turns light to gold. We'll buy 2 little tickets just like we did of old.